Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on a very major development which happened yesterday, where Israel attacked certain important military sites and the nuclear sites in Iran. Now guys, it becomes very important because this could open doors towards major escalation in the Middle Eastern region, and you would be surprised, like we know this thing that behind any of the major Israeli operations, their most trusted ally has always been US. But during this time, immediate after that, it's the Marco Rubio only who was the first one to clear the US's name that it's the Israel only which is completely accountable, responsible, and it has not been backed by the US support. And they have also issued those kind of orders where they're bringing out all of their army personnel, military personnel out of the Middle Eastern post as well, from the Middle Eastern region as well. So I mean to say, if you are a geopolitical enthusiast, if you have any of the interest in the mundane astrology, so it becomes very important to understand that whatever is happening, what the planets are indicating. Because guys, don't you see that how strongly astrology is connected? I was just reading this thing that Israel named this operation as the Operation Rising Lion, and right now Lion is connected with the Leo, and majority of these events which are happening right now, especially in the months of the June and the July, any of the natural calamity, if that will happen, I pray to God that it shall not happen. And any of these war front which are right now open and where there is major escalation going on, that could be connected with the conjunction of Mars and Ketu right now taking place in the Leo sign. And yes, with other planets also contributing, 8th from it, you can see that Saturn and Neptune are going to be conjunct, and very soon now with entry of the Jupiter in the nakshatra of the Rahu, and next month when Saturn will also turn retrograde. So it's not a very good news. So guys, in this video we will try to connect the dots, because guys, see, the thing is, it's just like that, the way planets function and give results. I still remember ever since my Mars Antardasha has started, I do not know why, from where I've been talking a lot on the mundane astrology, and somehow when you talk about the countries and their history, war is the element which you have to bring into, and it's just like that. Even my application in the Canadian Armed Forces is also now very advanced stage. I'm just awaiting for my BQM only. So imagine it's not only talking about it, an astrologer who ended up in the front line as well. So yeah, I'm just joking, but it becomes very important, guys, to understand and connect the dots. So guys, the very first thing is that whatever I will be saying over here, I'm talking more from the regime's point of view. So don't take it personally, because sometimes when I see it in the comment section, I primarily want to only talk about the astrology only, but just to give a background, I need to talk certain points on the countries as well, and people start looking at this way that I'm leaning towards a specific person or a specific ideology. So guys, because obviously I come from India, you know that in the Indian media and the Indian fraternity and all, so there is a lot of the soft corner for the Israel, for the Jewish people. And if you talk about from the Iran's point of view, so see, I'm good friends with both Israelis and both the Iranian people as well. Before shifting to this downtown and the beach side, I lived in 3-4 years in the North Vancouver, and where I have had all of my neighbors and some of the very good Persian friends. When it comes down to the seeing the family bonding, you will see that a lot. I have majorly seen that in the Filipinos I've been friends with, and the Persian people I've been friends with, and some of them are very affluent here. So okay guys, now talking about it. So see, the very first thing is that okay, I also have to bring out one thing over here, because the point which I will be sharing it with you, especially in terms of what kind of fate is awaiting for these two countries, purely from the astrology point of view. So guys, I wanted to check that. So what did I do? I typed in the both in ChatGPT and the Google Gemini, I typed this thing that what is the percentage of people in Iran who are happy under current theocratic regime? And the answer which it gave it to me, that overwhelming dissatisfaction. A survey published in September 2024 by the state-controlled newspaper Aham Mihan revealed that 92% of the Iranians are dissatisfied with the country's current state. About one-third of them believe the situation is beyond repair. Rejection of the regime. 81% of the respondents inside the country rejected the Islamic Republic. Because we know this thing, that before that big great revolution, so how much like way forward, progressive the Iranian community was, their culture was, and unhappiness rankings, mental health and malnutrition, reasons for dissatisfaction and desire for change. So this is what I have found both in the ChatGPT and the Google Gemini. Now guys, talking about from the astrology point of view. Now why I mentioned this thing, because again small tidbits about what happened yesterday, because it's very surprising. A regime, here I'm not talking about the general people, here I'm talking about the regime which all the time talk about issuing that dictates about death to Israel, death to US, and they recently released a footage as well where they demonstrated all of their preparedness for any of the war kind of situation, any major escalation with US, and this could be with Israel. So they released a video showcasing all of their military arsenal. And guys, it's very surprising, in just one of the first attack only, military strike only, the major top brass military commanders of theirs were struck down. So it's very surprising about the preparedness of that. Like for example, the general masses have been sold that dream about this thing, about our preparedness, and just in one strike you lost majority of your senior leadership. So it's very surprising and alarming news. Now second thing is, guys, now if you will look at the chart, now we will straight away shift to what the planets are indicating. So guys, the surprising thing about Iran's chart is that, and this chart which I'm showing you over here, is that it has been calculated by a very senior astrology faculty from like Bharati Vidya Bhavan, K.N. Rao sir. So under his guidance, some very senior faculty in the 90s, they designed and worked on that chart. So don't have any confusion, any second thoughts about the credibility of the rising sign, about the planetary alignments. Obviously, like if you will take the great when that revolution happened, like that is the date which I'm taking over here. So you will see that planets are going to be placed in the same zodiac sign. The major challenge comes to pointing it out and deciding the right lagna. So guys, if you will see over here in the case of the Iran, so just because if a theocratic leadership has presided over the country, you will definitely find Jupiter to be in a very exalted state. So Cancer Lagna, Jupiter being exalted in the first house. If you will see Moon being exalted in the 11th house, that generally tells about the, we can say that there is a lot of the family togetherness. I've seen that whenever any major festival happens, any of the major protest happens, you will see that the whole streets are filled with, and that collective consciousness, collective sentiments, you will definitely see it over there. Now guys, if there is a religious leader at the helm of a country, you will definitely see the prominence of the 9th house, and you will see over here that the Sun and the Mars, they are placed in the 9th house, and Saturn and Rahu is in the 2nd house, which gives answer about all of the money which can be used for the country's development has been pumped into funding the proxy wars. Now comes the question, guys. Now I will straight away come to that. What exactly is awaiting for us for the Iran? Then we will look at the Israel's chart as well. So see guys, if you will see that they have Saturn and Rahu in the 2nd house in the Leo, and they have Venus and Ketu in the 8th house in the Aquarius. So now guys, if you remember, like in majority of my videos, I always talk about that the inversion of the Rahu and Ketu always brings a change in the life. If you will study it from an individual's point of view, or whether you will see it or study it from a country's point of view as well. And not only that, it's the planet Saturn which is right now transiting over the 9th house in the country's chart, over the Sun, Mars and Mercury. So guys, I'm very much sure that because Israel, they have had their own reasons for this preemptive action, and because they have this intel that they have their nuclear preparedness, they have already like processed, enriched uranium to this extent that their nuclear missiles will be ready. 9 missiles will be ready in next couple of weeks, or this could be months. And they say that they are also almost on a verge of connecting the nuclear warhead with the ballistic missile, and that only initiated and triggered this action by the Israeli forces. So I mean to say guys, now as you can see that when Saturn is transiting over the 9th house, especially in this country's chart, it becomes very important, because here we are talking about a country which is being ruled by a religious leader. So Saturn transiting over there is always a stress point. Now I'm very much sure that because the last time, in the last tenure of the like Donald Trump, when that Soleimani was assassinated, so that time the whole public was on the street, they were protesting. And I still remember that time there was a flight which was struck down, and then people were like contemplating that it might have been a missile fired by the Iran only, which struck a commercial passenger flight. But we'll not get into that. What I'm trying to say over here, that now there is a high possibility that there is going to be the change in the sentiment within the collectiveness or within the Iranian people as well, that because even they are fed up with this kind of thing. And guys, if you will take up the case of when this India and Pakistan situation happened, and they all have their own narrative, like Pakistan was giving their own narrative that we struck and we caused this much damage to the Indian military. They have their own narrative and all. But the thing is, and because of that, they even promoted their army military general as well. They made it like a field marshal and all, Asim Munir, if I'm not wrong. So in this case, when the whole of your senior IRGC leadership has been decimated, so even now you will not be able to give any narrative to your own public as well. So there is a very high possibility that in the Iran, when Saturn is going over the 9th house in their country's chart, and Rahu and Ketu inversion is happening, so there is a very strong possibility of a regime change, which deep inside, again guys, before coming and talking in this video, I did a thorough research in the local Iranian sentiments, what the local Iranian people want. Like, are they happy with all these money being funded for the proxy war? Do they want to live like that? Is it the kind of hate which is being spewed by the regime, by the hardliners, is this the same sentiment of a common Iranian person as well? Do they also want that, or they want their schools to be built, or more jobs, and all the sanctions to be lifted back, all the sanctions to be removed by the US and by the Western countries? So the common sentiment amongst the Iranian people is of like that. They want development, they want progress, they want to go back to the time they were and the environment they were living in before that revolution. So that is what I'm trying to say. And Saturn transiting over the 9th house and Rahu and Ketu inversion happening is an indication of that. Along with that guys, because right now the way things are happening, obviously, like, I'm sure that Israel has already caused lot of the damage, but they still have been giving this statement that it is just the beginning. It is just the beginning of this Operation Rising Lion, the Leo energy, which is roaring, and for the next 2 months it is going to be very prevalent. So that is what I can say. And again guys, because Jupiter in the Iran's chart is also transiting in the 12th house, so I'm not seeing much of the relief. I'm sure there is gonna be retaliation, because immediate after that they also fired, they released those suicide drones, 100 in numbers, and they will be like activating the sleeper cell, and from the other, like from the Hezbollah, Houthi and Hamas, and there will be other activation which they will definitely do. But there is a strong possibility that what I'm seeing in the chart, it looks like the change in the regime, there is a possibility of that. There is still a possibility of that. And again guys, whatever I have said so far from the geopolitical point of view, and if I did not make any sense over there, my sincere apologies for that, because that is not my forte. But what my forte is, I'm quite confident about that they might be headed in that direction. There is a strong possibility of that. Now guys, yeah, that is what I have to say at this point. Whatever development will happen, I will keep on making updated videos on that as well. Now guys, if we will talk about from the Israel's point of view, so now guys, with Israel, it's a different case. You know, we know this thing that for Israel, it has always been a fight for the existence, for the survival, and that is the only reason. When they strike with complete intensity. So that sort of invincibility in their power. Again guys, here I'm not talking about, I'm just giving you the reason. Their military arsenal and everything, their intel, Mossad, intelligence, I'm not talking about that. I'm simply talking about when important is what is the reason which is driving you. So guys, the way I'm looking at the chart of the Israel, there is a possibility in these 2 months there will be some major event will happen, which will catch them by surprise, because in their case Ketu and Mars activation, that energy is happening in their 12th house. So yes, suddenly we will get to know that, because obviously we know this thing that if Mossad have their roots deep within the Iran, so they must have something from the Iran's side, from the regime's side as well, within the Israel or other proxy groups. So for the next 2 months, there's a slight vulnerability of some sort of surprise major attack which will catch them by surprise. There's a possibility of that cannot be denied. But if I were to say guys, from the way the stars are supporting them, so Jupiter is transiting over their 10th house. It's a very good sign when a country is heading towards war or any of your public projection and all. It's a supportive sign over there. And again guys, most importantly, if you will look at even Rahu, Ketu and Saturn, so Rahu is transiting in their 6th house, their military intelligence, we know this thing. If you know basics of the astrology, it's the 3rd house, 6th house, which plays a very significant role, and 7th house is about declaring open war. Just like that, it's like either do or die kind of situation, and Saturn is transiting over there. And we know this thing that it's in the original Kalpurush Kundli, 7th house carries the energy of the Libra. So Saturn in the 7th, Rahu in the 6th, their intel is going to be working. See the way that pager attack happened. So you never know, like, because we know this thing that there's a lot of the planning which goes into it. So for example, when Ukraine, they did that Operation Spiderweb, if I'm right with the name. So they said this thing that they have been doing preparation for that for almost like 1.5 years. So it looks like that their intel is working out accurately, because even when that October 7 attack happened, even I was like surprised, how come such a big amount of planning, how could it go unnoticed? Such a mass scale like kind of terrorist attack which happened on them. But again, during this time you will not find this kind of thing. The concern is that yes, these 2 months, Ketu in the 12th house is not that sensitive. Omens, like when Jupiter in the 10th and Ketu in the 12th, omens support you. But it's just the Ketu and the Mars. For these 2 months, one big surprise attack, there is a slight possibility of that. So again guys, I'm sure and I hope you would have understood this thing that I don't take ownership, accountability of any of the political tidbits, and I do not lean towards any one side. I love everyone, I respect everyone, I always like quote for the peace. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about, based on the astrology planetary alignments, what we are headed towards, what to look forward to. So yes guys, this was the video. So once again guys, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedika astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyawad.